What's up YouTube? Georgia Silver Hunter back, and today we'll be hunting half dollars for silvers, mint varieties, and anything else interesting and of value that we can find in bank wrapped rolls. So with that, we're going to go ahead and jump in and see what we get lucky and find. So this will be anywhere from a 2 to a 4 box hunt. It really depends on what shows up at the bank the rest of this week. I have 2 boxes now, and if my other 2 boxes come in and these don't produce anything, we may be adding some additional rolls to the end of the hunt. But what we're going to do right now is just kind of go through the first 5, see what the box is looking like, see if we get lucky and find a little silver or some proofs early in the box, and that'll dictate just how many rolls I film the opening of. Right now, I'm just seeing lots of shiny new 2023s and some 2021s and some just regular old clad. Of course, in any half dollar hunt, we will be looking for things like our double die obverses, our no FGs, and just about anything else that's interesting to look for in half dollars. I do have a document in the description down below that has all the things I look for, so make sure you check that out. Roll number 4, we got kind of a fat edge there. What do we have? Just a 1995 and more 2023s. All right, well here comes roll number 5, and then I'll go off camera like we normally do, and I'll bring you in when we find something. Or 2023s. All right, well, hopefully we'll see you soon. So it's been a super slow box. I haven't brought you in at all. We have come across a little 2010, I think it was a Denver, very early in the box. It's seen better days. That's the only thing we've come across so far. But up here on roll number 44, as we're going through it, we did find a little mint error. 1971D, I was checking it for the DDO and saw that we had a double rim. This is typically caused by a misaligned die. There's not a lot of value here. It's not overly severe. It's just a slight imperfection in the coin. However, it's still an error in the minting process, so I tend to hang on to these. And it's not in terrible shape. We've got some wear and some circulation damage, but it's not an awful coin, so we'll hang on to it and keep on hunting. So we're getting through roll number 46, I think, and we've come across our next little NIFC find. We've got ourselves a 2005 Philly in pretty good shape. And roll number 50, looks like we might have one more surprise, at least for the coins we've been through so far. One more not intended for circulation coin, this time a 2020 Denver. All right, well, that's box number 1. I brought you in for everything, and I will have hopefully put the mintages on each of the not intended for circulation coins. They all should be pretty low, generally between about 1.8 and can be as high as about 6 or 7 million on some of the later NIFCs. But probably the most interesting coin out of the bunch is this slightly misaligned die. And with that, we're going to jump into box number 2, and I'm not terribly hopeful. You guys can probably see it as we pan over. I kind of went through all the rolls just to have a look at them, and I think 41 of the 50 rolls have at least one ender as a 2023. Many of those have a 2023 on both ends. So this may be a really, really quick box because we may only have about 9 or 10 or 12 rolls to really look through. So I'm going to jump into them, and if something turns up, I'll be sure to bring you in. So getting into roll number 4, we do have one NIFC. I did see it in the middle of the roll, and it's because the edge looked better than most circulated edges. And surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, it was in a C, and I'm just trying to do this real quick, C of 2023s. Most of these first 3 rolls, like in roll number 1, I think we had 5 or 6 regular coins. There were 5 or 6 regular coins in roll 2. Only about 2 or 3 in roll 3. So, as predicted, lots of 2023s, but we did get lucky, I guess, if you want to look at it that way, to get ourselves a little NIFC and that C of 2023 Philadelphias. Well, that's going to wrap us up for box number 2, and honestly, this was a pretty terrible hunt, and I almost feel bad sharing it with you. In this box, we only got to legitimately hunt about 6 or 7 rolls. Most of the rolls were either completely 2023s, or they were all 2023s or 2024s with a couple 3 or 4 regular circulated coins mixed in there. So there just wasn't much to look at. Now, we did come across 2 NIFCs, a 2004 Philly, which I did bring you in for, and or maybe it was the 2010 I brought you in for, but either way, we found 2 NIFCs in box number 2. We can add that to the list of a couple of NIFCs in that slightly misaligned die 1971, which was actually a pretty cool find. But 5 NIFCs and that one very minor error is going to do it for this box. One thing I do want to do before we move on is show you guys, I actually got some new albums for my $50, and I want to show those off and let you know the reason I'm posting this and not adding more boxes is I'll be traveling the next couple Thursdays and Fridays, and I usually pick up my $50 on Thursday when they get delivered, so I won't be able to get any for a couple of weeks, so I want to go ahead and get this video out there. But let me get the camera up on the rack and show you these new albums. Alright, so most of you guys, especially if you're new to coin roll hunting, are probably using some variation of the Whitman folder. I know there's a couple of different folks that make these. These are fantastic little folders for beginners. A, because they're cheap. B, because you just punch the coins down in there for the individual year, and you feel good about creating your collection. However, you can't see the reverses of the coins, and I went ahead and upgraded to, and it's the same albums I've been doing for nickels, but it's the Whitman larger, more collection or collectible albums. And what I like about these is that you'll see here it actually covers the Philadelphia, Denver, and the San Francisco proofs by year. So as you guys know, I hang on to all my proofs, and not all my proofs are fantastic, but this album has allowed me to backfill in with all the proofs. Now, I am missing the 64 proof. I think I have some, but I don't know if I found any coin roll hunting. 68S proof, 69S proof, the 70S proof. Like, I'm missing some of those earlier mint set ones. But starting here in 71, you guys will see, and apologies if there's a glare on all these, I've been able to go back through and actually put all of the proofs I've found coin roll hunting in here as well. And the other thing I like about it is that you can also see the reverses of the coins. So you get a better feel for how good the quality is. So I've filled this album in. I am only missing some proofs from very early in the run. As you saw, it's mainly the silver proofs. So that was book 1. I want to say these are on Amazon for like $28 or $30 a piece. So they are quite a bit more than the cheaper folders, the little folders I started with there. But they do give you spaces for your San Francisco proofs. So apparently I am missing the 2007 proof. But as we come through here, you guys can see. Now, these do not have the silver proof spots as well as the regular San Francisco proof slots. So, you know, there are San Francisco silvers as well. But starting up here at 2021, 22, 23, I don't have those. And what I also did like about this album is it did come with the additional page to get you past 2024. So anyway, I upgraded these recently. I was real happy about them. I did go through, and I have now an empty set of the folders, and I'll be trying to fill those up so I have yet another run. I haven't started that yet, but I will eventually. So if you're interested in these, I'll try to put a link in the description down below with my Amazon affiliate account, but they are quite a bit more expensive. They're not as nice as the Danskos, but they're much, much better than those folders. So anyway, if you're interested in that, check out the description below, check out that link, and pick up you a set. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. I know the coin roll hunt was pretty bad, but, you know, I just get the box from the bank, and we open them, and what we find, we find. So if you did like it, or if you just enjoy the channel and you haven't already, make sure you do go down below and click that subscribe button, and then click that little bell and select all so you get notified each and every time I release a new video. While you're down there, please like and leave me a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I would like to say a special thanks to all my channel members. Thank you guys for supporting the channel each and every month. It really helps out, and I really, really appreciate it. Thanks for the donations each and every month. As I said a minute ago, I will be traveling the next couple of weeks in June, so content will be a little bit thin, but I'll try to still get at least one video out a week. I'm trying to preload some stuff here in early June, and I'll be releasing it throughout the month. So with that, I hope you guys are doing well. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.